Alright, so this is the start of my diving, deep sea diving helmet. So right now what I did is we got some 15-inch balloon that we went to about 13 inches in diameter. And then what we did is we made a frame here to support the curvature of the shoulder and upper chest piece. You can see inside it's just there for support. All right, and then what we did is we hot glue gunned the balloon to the base, and then now we're just adding around the covers to fill out. And this is where there's going to be a little rib going here, and be a bit of a bit sticking out. And for that's the point where the actual top of the helmet in real life hooks onto the shoulders, but it's just going to be one piece. So once we're done this, we're gonna add on all the portholes. One here, here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna papier-mâcher it. Mettre du papier-mâché tout partout. And then after that, we're gonna probably glass it. So yeah, that's how it looks for now. Okay, that's where we're at. Finished going around with the cardboard on my shape. So that's all done. You notice that this is a red balloon. The first balloon was green. I made a mistake and I tried to correct it, and I popped the balloon by accident. So I had to get a new balloon. And then we got our mixture of papier-mâché ready. So it's just water, flour, and a bit of white glue. And we got our strips of newspaper here. So with this, we're gonna dip it in, then put it on. And once that's dry, we're gonna put on the portholes, and then we're gonna glass it, and then yeah, it should be good. Alright, so last time you saw this, we just had the balloon done, and the beginning of the frame. So here we are now, starting to look like a diving helmet now, eh? So what I did is I used papier-mâché, and I did a layer completely, and then I added these details here. So I I gave this a nice ridge, like the original diving helmets have, and these are where the bolts go in to secure it to your shoulders. And that was just made with you can see here on the other side where it's not covered yet. There's 3 thicknesses of cardboard here, so 1, 2, 3 on top of it to give it a nice bigger ridge. Then I made the eye hole, the front port here, and basically that's just it's actually an ice cream tub that I cut in the inside, and I rimmed outside with cardboard and inside with cardboard. And then once I layered it, again, it's really hard. And these on the sides, these are just 4 layers of cardboard on one top of the other. I cut inside, then I papier-mâché it here. And this is the lid of a bottle, a pill bottle, pill case. If you unscrew this, you can see this is how it looks like. And I just I hot glued that on, and I covered that with papier-mâché. And what I plan to do is have a switch here, and you can access the switch by unscrewing this, flicking it on or off, and then screwing it back. And you're probably wondering, well, why a switch? Well, since I am going to have a see-through plastic where the eye hole, so I can see through of, it's going to fog up when I breathe, right? So if we come over to the side here, to the other details, I have just the end of a pill bottle here, just glued just to, I don't know, a little gribbly, whatever it is. And here's the pipe. And this would be where you'd hook the hose for the air supply. And I hot glued that on. What I'm going to do is that I still have to coat this back. As you can see, it's not finished as the front. And what's going to happen is that I'm planning to put a computer fan inside here. I'm going to cut the hole out. So since this is going to have a fan hooked up to the switch, so whenever it fogs up, I can flick it on or off, and it should unfog the diving helmet. Alright, now as you know, when you go down deep in the water, because of the buoyancy you want your body, because it floats, wants to shoot up, right? So the deep sea divers needs weights to keep him down in the water. So I had to make myself some weighted boots for my costume. So here are the weighted boots I made. Now basically what I did is I found an old pair of working boots in my garage, and these had really interesting colored laces. So got rid of those and put some plain white laces on. And for the weight in front, basically what I did is I made it a cardboard shape, and this is steel. What I did was I made the cardboard shape to make it look like this. Made sure it was the right size to fit over the boot, and then I took that template, put it on a piece of sheet metal, cut it out, weld it together, all along the seam and on the side, and yeah, that's pretty much how I made the boots. And to keep them fastened onto the tip, I drilled a hole here, and I just screwed it. It was actually the hole on each side, and I took a screw and just screwed it into the boot sole. Since these are work boots, it's got a pretty thick sole. You can see about ½ inch to 3/4 inch sole, so it had a lot of room to screw it in to keep it in place. So yeah, so those are the boots that accompanied my costume. Alright, so after a couple layers of paint and a couple of pieces of hardware, here it is. The completed diving helmet. Now I'll quickly go over what I did to get to this point, the finished product. So there's no glass here. Main reason was I explained to you my idea with the switch and the fan. However, I couldn't find any fans. I found small air pumps, but it couldn't dry anything. So I decided to scratch the fan idea and just listen to my parents who said keep it open. So I kept it open. For the grills on each side, it's just shish kebabs, the sticks. So those are just cut to length, put in. And then here we see bolts, more bolts, and the bolts and the wing nuts. Well, I went to Home Depot and got some plastic bolts and wing nuts. So I took plastic just because it'd be lighter and wouldn't be much of a hassle. So what I did is for these 4 and these 2 here, I just cut off the head of it and just glued it on. However, for the wing nuts, I actually kept the whole bolt. And as you can see inside here, right here, you can see the wing, the other side of the bolt. So what I did is just I drilled a hole through it, popped the bolt in, and then screwed the wing nut on. So that was just to give it the effect, really. So here's a view of the back here. Yeah, and the weights, those were made by cutting pieces of styrofoam into the shape, giving it a paint, just a coat of paint. That's pretty much it, really. Bought some jute string and just tied it all up together. And yeah, this was basically the finished helmet. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and there might be more to come. Thank you very much.